Simon Jordan launches savage attack on Gary Neville over hypocritical comments. Simon Jordan has launched a savage attack on Gary Neville, saying he finds himself annoyed when listening to his hypocritical views on how football should be regulated. Neville, 46, was one of the fiercest critics, along with Sky Sports Monday Night Football co-host Jamie Carragher, when his former club Manchester United announced they were one of the founding members of the European Super League in March. Widespread uproar from fans, former players and a host of clubs ensured the failed breakaway lasted only 48 hours before all 6 Premier League clubs involved, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester City, Manchester United and Tottenham, pulled out. The move has prompted calls for there to be an independent sporting regulator in English football to prevent clubs from a similar event in future, something Neville has passionately advocated for. He hopes an independent regulator would be able to stop owners leading clubs to financial ruin and introduce more power for fans. He told Sky Sports this week, Sunderland, for instance, are now in League One. Manchester City have been in League One, they have seen what it is like down there. They should, at this moment in time, clubs like City and those that have been in those positions, look at it and think, yes, I think we can come up with a better deal for football with more sustainability and stop Barry happening again. We can have real-time monitoring, we can make sure control is replaced, we can be more diverse inclusive, we can have more regulations, make sure the game is fairer, and we can make sure the FA are a little bit more powerful. But while former Crystal Palace chief Jordan, a regular pundit on talkSPORT's radio shows, says he enjoys Neville's analysis on football, the businessman took aim at his views on regulators when he owns a share in League Two side Salford City. I have to say, in equal measure, Gary Neville enthuses me and annoys me, Jordan told talkSPORT when asked about which Sky Sports pundit annoyed him the most. Was Simon Jordan right to call out Gary Neville over his views? Comment below. He enthuses me when he talks about the game, when he talks about the live action, because he's seeing it with such an insightful set of eyes and I get to watch someone speak from real experience and give me an insight to the game that's going on. Then I find myself in an enraged state when I have to listen to the self-serving drivel that he comes out with when he's talking about stuff he really doesn't understand. He's got a massive soapbox, and I understand he's been put on it, and I understand he's Sky's poster boy. But there is a point when you get to the scenario and you say, hang on a second, someone has sent you a memo somewhere along the line that your opinion is unassailable, where it isn't because a lot of what Gary says doesn't stand up. It doesn't stand up on independent regulation, it didn't stand up on the European Super League, it doesn't stand up about a lot of aspects. And, while I think it's interesting, I do think it would be interesting if someone like Gary Neville had the balls to come and sit on a show with someone like me, or me and Danny Kelly or me and Jim White, and have someone that really questions the observations he makes. Because when you're talking about independent regulation, and the club you own probably doesn't comply with the regulation it's currently under when you've got vested interest in it, because you want to be part of it, but yet you're spouting the world on your views on it, I find it a little bit hypocritical. I also don't think that what he says has any real substance behind it, so I find that irritating. Neville